going. Great things take time. Namaskar. Welcome to Next IS. I hope you are doing well. In this video, we will cover major headlines of the Hindu, Indian Express, and Press Information Bureau. So, without wasting any time, let's start today's discussion. And your first article focuses upon Economic Survey 2024-25, which was recently presented by the Finance Minister in Parliament. It is prepared by the Department of Economic Affairs under the guidance of the Chief Economic Advisor, and it provides a detailed analysis of the Indian economy, and it covers various aspects such as GDP, government finances, fiscal deficit, capital expenditure, and debt, etc. Now let's understand the key highlights of the economic survey. Now India has managed to sustain steady economic growth despite global uncertainties, and India's real GDP growth is projected at 6.4% for financial year 25, and growth for the financial year 26 is expected to range between 6.3% and 6.8%. But the net foreign direct investment inflows have declined in financial year 25 due to increased repatriation and disinvestment. Next is food inflation, which rose to 8.4% in financial year 25, with retail inflation averaging 5.4%. Next is manufacturing sector, which is recovering, but it remains slightly below pre-pandemic level due to slowed global demand and supply chain disruptions. India's labor market has improved, with the unemployment rate dropping from 6% in 2017-18 to 3.2% in 2023-24. India's foreign exchange reserves, which plays a crucial role in managing external debt, imports, and monetary policy, stood at $640.3 billion, but exports and imports declined slightly in financial year 24, but they showed growth in financial year 25. And here you must know that UPI payments have seen exponential growth, surpassing 1.9 lakh billion in financial year 25. This year's survey also expressed optimism about AI impact on the workforce, and it highlighted that with proper skilling, Indians can stay ahead of the technological advancements. Also highlighted that India's agricultural sector has shown strong resilience in recent years, which is driven by consistent growth, and this success is largely due to government initiatives which were aimed at improving productivity, promoting crop diversification, and boosting farmers' income. The survey also highlighted challenges faced by the micro, small, and medium enterprises, including regulatory burdens that hinder formalization, productivity, and innovation. Therefore, survey recommended simplifying regulations, especially for small businesses. It also stressed the importance of reducing government interference to allow businesses to innovate and stay competitive. The survey called for continued efforts to achieve net zero emissions by 2070, while focusing on renewable energy challenges like battery storage, grid infrastructure, and critical minerals. And survey also emphasized that India must leverage its resources, technologies, and expertise to become a developed nation by 2047 while ensuring low carbon path. Next article is related to microplastics, which are small particles or fragments of plastic less than 5 mm in diameter, and chemicals in microplastics are associated with serious health impacts, especially in women, such as changes to human genetics, brain development, and respiration rates. Here you must know that microplastics have been found in various human organs and even in the placenta of newborns. Now, the efforts are also being made globally to reduce plastic waste and regulate the use of microbeds in consumer products. But addressing the issue of microplastic requires collective action, including improved waste management, public awareness, and advance in water filtration technologies to protect both the environment and human health. Now, microplastics are in the news because a recent study commissioned by the Delhi government found microplastics in groundwater samples across Delhi. Next article talks about India's tiger population, which rose to 30% over past 2 decades, and this success is attributed to strong legislation such as Wildlife Protection Act and favorable socio-economic conditions. However, regions with high poverty and conflict like Chhattisgarh and Jharkhand have seen declines in tiger numbers. Now let's learn more about tiger. Friends, it is the largest wild cat, and it inhabits forests from the Siberian taiga to the Sundarban Delta, and it is the national animal of India. IUCN Red List of Threatened Species classifies tiger as endangered species. For the protection of tigers and for the tiger conservation, Project Tiger was launched in 1973, and it aims to conserve tigers. Now, Ministry of Tribal Affairs streamlined the process for quicker approval of homes for particularly vulnerable tribal groups under the PM Janman package. This scheme was launched in November 2023, and it aims to provide 100% coverage of basic amenities like housing, water, and roads to PVGT habitations. PM Janman comprises central sector and centrally sponsored schemes, and it focuses on 11 critical interventions through 9 ministries, including Ministry of Tribal Affairs. Now, central government announced the addition of 4 new Ramsar sites in India, and here first is Sakarakotai Bird Sanctuary, which is in Tamil Nadu. Next is Therathangal Bird Sanctuary, which is also in Tamil Nadu. Next is Khichiopalri Wetland, which is in Sikkim, and last is Udwa Lake, which is in Jharkhand. Now India remains the country with most Ramsar sites in Asia and third in the world. Now India has total 89 Ramsar sites, and here Tamil Nadu has the highest number of Ramsar sites in India. And here you must know that Sikkim and Jharkhand have added their first ever Ramsar sites recently. Talking about Ramsar Convention, it was signed in 1971 and it is an international treaty which is focused on conservation and wise use of wetlands, and India is party of this convention since 1982. Next article is related to Maghi Ganesh Festival, which will begin today in Maharashtra and it will continue until February 11th. This day is celebrated annually on the Chaturthi Tithi of the Shukla Paksh in the Hindu lunar month of Magh. And here you must know that Bombay High Court has passed an interim order upholding the ban on making an immersion of plastic of Paris idols before the festival. And Central Pollution Control Board has also banned the use of POP for making such idols, citing the immersion of POP idols causes irreversible pollution to water bodies. Next and last headline is related to Onchocercisis, because recently Niger has become the first African country and fifth country in the world to successfully stop the transmission of Onchocercisis. The other four countries that achieved this milestone are Colombia, Ecuador, Guatemala, and Mexico. Talking about onchocerciasis, it is commonly known as river blindness. It is the parasitic disease and it is the second leading infectious cause of blindness worldwide after trichoma. It is transmitted to humans through the bites of infective black flies, which are primarily found in riverine areas. And this disease primarily affects rural populations in sub-Saharan Africa and Yemen, with smaller endemic areas found in parts of Latin America. Here you must know that Niger is a landlocked country in Western Africa, which is bordered by Algeria, Libya, Chad, Nigeria, Benin, Burkina Faso, and Mali. Its capital is Niamey, and the country's name comes from the Niger River, which flows through its southwestern region. So, with this, let's conclude today's discussion. Thanks for listening, and for regular updates, you can follow us on various social media platforms.